Another day at the Greenville Ross. Looks like another full set of shelves here. So let's see what we got. Might have to go a little bit slow, guys. I don't overlook anything. All the ETs and stuff are gone. They still got Leonardo's the Hunchback. That's an awesome figure. What's that? Well, I take that back. Back here's still some of the Marty McFlys. I got 3 of them. Still for $20. Excellent price on NECA figures. Still got some Frankenberries hanging out. Where's ET? I still got some ET figures. There you go. And another Marty. There's a Doc Brown. I think it looks kind of like that, but I can't remember what Doc Brown's box looks like. Maybe nothing related to that. I don't know, but yeah, long story short, making sure it's not him. Oh, this is cool. Check this out. Well, I say it's cool. It is super lightweight. Is that a model kit or is that just a figure? Oh, look at that, guys. That looks awesome. Well, I can't read the box. I don't know if it's a model kit or I don't know if it is a figure. Still very cool looking though. $20. Look at that. Sweet. Oh, we got things attacking us back here. That's never good. They're going to have to get the tables out. They're getting too full up. And this thing does not want to go back on the shelf. You can see now why it fell. Oh, Dungeons and Dragons. That's cool. Super 7 Ultimate. Sheila the Thief. How much was it? $20. That's thumbnail worthy. What else we got? Still got Frankenberry. We saw the Godzilla thing. If somebody knows that's a model kit, I can't believe it's a figure unless it's small. It's awful lightweight in the box unless somebody stole it, which is a possibility. What's back in there? I see Sonic. It's getting to the point it's about getting like Ollie's. You have to take your time and dig through. I would assume they'll have the blue tables up eventually. Or soon. But the red tables, man, I'm getting all kinds of confused, guys. I'm sorry. It's been a long morning. What's that marble? That's one of the little scooters. There's Frankenstein NECA still hanging out. What's back here? We got some Star Wars. What have we got? They still have May, or who was that? It's the other day, OSHA. There's May. Okay, they got 2 Mays now. So we got a May. Who else we got here? I believe this is the same one that's right back there. A Fern. And again, $5.99. I want to take pictures of those while I'm putting them up there, in case you're wondering. I don't see any new wrestlers or any Marvel Legends. Who was that? Harris and Dula. Still got those. Those haven't sold since they put them out. Well, guys, looks like about it. And I'm going to dig through this stuff again. As you can see me going through here, I was very discombobulated and organized, trying to see what they had. So we'll take one more look, make sure I didn't miss anything, because they got a pretty stacked toy section today. And I don't see anything hiding over here. All right, let's see if the doors are open. Sometimes these are still locked this time of the morning. Yes, they're open. All right, guys, we're in Fort Henry Drive. We've come over to Kingsport now. Let's hope the Walmart situation here is better than it was in Johnson City. And we find us some stuff. So let's get inside, see what we got. Let's see what Fort Henry Drive has got. Not much going on back here. It looks kind of peaked, kind of full. You can see they don't have any legends or anything. This is one of the stores that got the board game shipper, so not looking forward to seeing any of the new display stuff as far as the Hasbro toys and Mattel and all that good stuff is hitting those. I don't know what's going on at the Walmarts in this area, guys. Are y'all's Walmarts like this? Not getting very much. There's hardly any of them in the area that's been stocking a lot. I found a good amount of stuff. Went to Virginia a couple weekends ago to see my dad. Actually, that looks different. That looks horrible. Look at those yellow mustard pants. $159. I don't think I've seen this wave. Let's see who they got. They got this Mustard Pants Cody. Mustard Pants Cody. There's Cena. That's not horrible. That's actually a pretty good likeness on Cena for a basic figure. The time is now. Last time is now. Yeah. And they've got 2 more Cenas. They look the same. The Codys look the same. There's always a chase in these waves. There's Xavier Woods not getting off the peg. No, that's not a very good looking Xavier Woods. I see the look they tried to go for, but and again, it's a basic figure. Well, we're going to take a picture of those. You know, it's a slow hunt so far when I'm getting excited over finding basics. It's been barren. Red alerts, no new transformers. I don't see anything hiding up top. And Cap and Spidey at $30 each. They're going to be sitting there a while. They still got Banshee. He is the lone holdout. The Banshee in this store is like the Electro in Browns Mill in Johnson City. They are hanging on for dear life. And not much going on and all that. Get the same vintage collection we've been seeing. Other locations. That's kind of fun. Taking over a show there. And not much happening down through here. So let's go take a picture of the basics. Let's see what they got. They got the Worms of Madness down there. Soft goods, Michael Myers. A bunch of the UFC stuff. Sadly, that's not selling. I mean, it's not my thing, but still, you don't want to see stuff just sit and not sell. Unless you want to get it on clearance, and I guess you do. So that way you get a better deal. Cheetah, Captain Cold, and then Series 1. Beetlejuice, Alien. Who's this? Beetlejuice and Alien. So those weren't here last week, though, so I did get a restock on them. Godzilla. What do we got over here? Hiding up there, Shoika, Hal Jordan, higher suit back there, armored suit, whatever. We still got Batman No Man's Land. Bunch of Shredulas, too. Let's see what's down here. Oh, I got a bunch of these. Stephanie Brown, Common No Man's Land. Another Stephanie Brown Batgirl. No Man's Land. There is another Troika, Hal Jordan and Azrael. So yeah, a plethora of these figures. All hodgepodge in there. Back there's a Mirror Master. If I can get to him. There you go. They had him last weekend. I think Dark Stars. Where's the collector's editions? Right there. Plenty of Casey's. Again, they got 4 Shredula. The Walmart version. Probably the nicer of the 3. There's your barcode if you want to find that. And then our Funko. That's not the Chase, is it? No, Chase when she looks mad. Chucky. Marvel Zombies, Hawkeye. Baby Beetlejuice. Well, let's go over here and check the McFarlane corner. They moved a lot of the McFarlane corner to right there. Oh, they put some stuff on the second shelf. I think they had these on 2 shelves last week. Still got the Superman stuff, though. Man, I hope the Batman Return stuff is this easy to find. They still got Dark Stars. He's just hiding there. I want to use that for honey, get a thumbnail picture. So I'm going to probably grab that and some of the other stuff over there and put together a quick thumbnail and put them back. But I'm not seeing, there's X-Files. I remember these being out. I remember the A for Alien. Well, I guess it's always good to check every place, including end caps. Setting that big Mattel 80th thing up. But here you got a Megatron hanging out back here. So that's kind of cool to see again. I mean, something we've already found, but it's still cool to see. It's an awesome looking Megatron. Actually got a place on the shelf for it back here. Still got the, man, I'm still tempted to get that T-Rex. If it comes down lower than $50, that'll probably be a purchase. See what we got here. Brick built sets. Got some fun stuff, looks like. I don't see anything new jumping out and saying boo. Oh, they do have this one. Oh, I need to build these stinking sets to see if that's worth the $50 or not, because I'm dying for that Corvette. Like, I want to just go ahead and get it and assume it's going to be nice, but then what if they're crappy brick sets and not worth $50? We blow enough money as it is. We don't need to unreasonably spend more. No Batmobile. They do have these. There is Ninja Turtles, Headbangers Ball, Headbangers, Top Gun, Porsche back there. More Headbangers Ball, the Sky Striker, more Top Gun. Oh, there it is. Jurassic Park Jeep. They must have had that shipper. Oh, this one's one of the nicer ones that came out. And recently, in my honest opinion. And don't see anything. We'll take a look at that Mattel shipper if the employees are done with it. They were still messing around with it when I came down the aisle, so we don't want to get in their way, but they're trying to stock it. Wolverine, Captain Kirk. I always think the race reverse are fun. They're a little pricey. They're still fun to look at. They put some fun stuff with that little wave. Okay, we can go over and look. I think it's about the same stuff we saw on the one in Johnson City the other morning. One of the local Hot Wheels guys already over there grabbing some of those reds. Like I said, he's one of the good ones, so he don't buy it all. What we got there, it's like another shipper. Monster High. Hell, thanks. Like this display catches your eye, but there's not a whole lot. Oh, actually, what's this one? I don't think I saw this one the other day. The Barbie's trying to come out on me. Oh, stay in there, Barbie. Oh my gosh, this thing is broken. And they're wanting to fall out. There, okay. What's that? Okay, we've already got that one. There's the Dreammobile. That thing's awesome looking. Jack was actually wanting her looking at these, the guy that gave me that. I started to buy that earlier this morning and passed on it, but I want to see what this Matchbox is. I keep getting distracted. Oh, look at this. That is nice. That's pretty cool right there. Anybody's trying to find that. There's your barcode. Don't know what the price is on it. It's not on the thing. But yeah, got a Magic 8 Ball, Mattel 80th Uno. There's some fun little Mattel stuff. All right, guys, that's going to do it. We're in the middle of the aisle here, so let's check out and get out of here. Here we go. We're at our first Target stop of the weekend. We're in Kingsport, the land of the headless mannequins. Let's run back here, guys, and let's do what we do every weekend and hope they got some stuff. I can see some stock carts up there, so let's go look. Well, at first glance, it looks pretty stocked, and I was really excited, guys. They were stocking GIJoe Classified. I thought it was going to be the wave of Cobra Commander and Snake Eyes, but it is the wave before that. So we'll take a look at that in a second. Let's take a look down through here. Nothing exciting on Multiverse. Nothing exciting there. You got Silverbolt, 3 of them, him. I don't remember seeing this one before. Onyx Prime. Megatronus there we've seen. That could be a new Transformer, I'm not for sure. Clearance stuff, steel. Let's take a look at who we got here. Do have the whole wave. Here is the Frag Viper. The barcode. You got Footloose. Footloose is an awesome figure. Barcode. You got, who is that again? Blowtorch. Barcode. And another Frag Viper. This is probably the best hit of the case, I think. Dark Lawn. I gave up and bought him at GameStop using my $5 coupon months ago at Bristol. I guess it's cool to actually see, you know, in Target or something, not just finding it. And more expensive GameStop. There's a Deadpool statue still here. Nothing on Legends. Well, they marked down. Walmart's upping the price on that. Target marked it down. It was $24, now $20.99 for that Spider-Man. Still don't want it, but it is cheaper priced at least. Some clearance on some of the ragtag stuff. And over here, oh, it has some of the new wave, or Solo and Tamatonga. Another Solo, Big Evil. There's Miz and Gunther, Balor and Priest, and we've seen those before. I think I saw those at Ross last night. Or not Ross, Ollie's. LA Knight and Drew McIntyre. The Netflix branded boxes. Say that 5 times real fast. Clearance on the little stuff. C3PO down there. Nothing new in Black Series. Oh, they got the Spinosaurus. That thing was like $100 online. The Hammond collection. I think that's new, so we're going to take a look at that. For any of you, that thing does look awesome. Look at that. There's your barcode. And again, it's showing 65. The sewer spewer, that's cool looking. They do have the 6-pack once again, and again the module. Fun to see those again. And we're going to scan the Stegosaurus. I saw somebody in a hunt video find that on clearance. And there's the rest of our stock card. A few wrestling top picks. Not anything too exciting new, but yeah, we got some GIJoe here, so I'm not going to be too Debbie Downer. It is cool to see some classifieds getting stocked. And hey, it just makes me think, maybe that way's not my area yet. And I do have Cobra Commander pre-ordered, so I just need to quit rambling on. I will have it from Big Bad Toy Store whenever it ships. But let's go see what else we can find, guys. I actually got some stock this morning, so I'm not going to complain. We're going to be positive. I'm not going to complain, but the question is going to be, when we get over to the collector section over behind that, are they going to have NECA finally? Oh crap, I can tell from here they have stocked some NECA. Yes, right here. This is the one I have been waiting for. Oh my god, where's the shelf I can put it on to look at it? I started to buy this off the app the other day and I did not. Oh, that looks awesome. The Howling Werewolf. We are buying that sucker right there. That is sweet. All right, NECA has finally returned. Look, the count. It's the first time ever seeing the count. The barcode for the count. There's another Howling Werewolf. These do look good. I'm not a fan of Sesame Street, but they do look good. Nightmare on Elm Street, the Soft Goods Freddy. That's awesome. Little house. I actually like that barcode on it. What else we got back there? You got Casey Marie's. You got a smashed up Jason. They got some more of those there. This is from part 4. Final chapter. It is a nice Jason figure. Sucks the box is smashed over. Hey, if somebody wanted to open her, they might knock some money off. I don't know if Target does that. I know GameStop will. That one's beat up too. That stinks. What we got there? Return of the Living Dead. You got Tarman. Ben Cooper. There's Godzilla. Billy the Puppet. Terrifier. They got Art. Not Art G, but Art the Clown. Oh man, it is so nice to see NECA get a restock. This is one I considered getting as well. I wanted to see it. It's bulky, I can tell you that from the packaging. It does look pretty cool, but I think I'm going to skip it just because the Howling Werewolf's like 50 bucks. So yeah. And this is one I see kind of lingering. I'll say that and it'll end up being gone in 2 days. What else we got here? There's Jason from part 3. This one's cool because of the box. Lenticular. Here's a look at that version. And then we got the Inferno Ghostface I've seen before. Dracula. I actually got the Dracula in my horror blind box. And Pinky's Day Out. And you got Panda Con came back around. That's cool to see. And what's all this Last Ronin? If I can get it to raise up there. It's Leo. Oh, these tags are giving me a hard time, guys. Let's just do this. There's Mikey. This might be the ones that I've had sitting here for a while. Leo, Mikey, Leo, and Donnie. And then you got 3 of the Freddys. There's some more of the Ben Cooper. There's Jaws. That's kind of fun. If you want to see a barcode on that, there you go. The Howling, though. Oof. As of right now in the hunt, I can already tell the #1 coolest find is going to be is that. Actually, probably just a freaking NECA restock in general. I will fix all that back, guys. I want a thumbnail picture and Instagram the picture the crap out of that. Oh, we got some McFarlane too. There is classic Batman. The same 3 Johnson City had the other day. Ra's al Ghul, Killer Croc, and the classic Batman. To me, this is the best figure in that wave, just to get a good classic animated Batman. Ra's al Ghul, and then Croc. So yeah, cool to see those again too. It's been a while since they put any McFarlane out here, so maybe they finally reached that pallet that was too tall they couldn't get to in the back. That's the excuse they've given the past 2 months why they can't put anything out. They couldn't reach the pallet, so it's nice they finally were able to reach it. Also, I'm a huge fan of NECA figures, so every time it goes a long time without stocking, I start thinking maybe my area's not going to carry NECA anymore. So it's nice to see them come back around. It's a cool looking Jack Skellington pup. And then there's a Scorpio, my wife and daughter. Where's Sagittarius? Come on, we got to get a Cancer one eventually. Oh, they got, I don't know if I've seen the Fortress of Solitude little thingy there. Well, folks, we got some stuff here to look at in the collector section, so I am happy. We're going to take some pictures of all this wonderful stuff. One thing I forgot to show for fans of the reactions. We do have the, they got several here. Now, these things are expensive as crap, but they do look cool. There's Gremlins. You got that. You got Mohawk. All right, so you only got two, Mohawk and Battle Ready Gizmo. Oh, Howling Wolf, that is sweet. Let's see what we got in trading cards. AEW Metal, got a bunch of Star Wars Chrome. One Piece. This has been my best run at this Target in the last few weeks. Just don't want to sound whiny or complaining. I'm glad to find some new stuff, but really wish that would have been the new GIJoes. And I don't think there's anything else up here. Maybe one little end cap. There's a bunch of books. Pallet of water. Alright guys, let's go take some pictures and make our final selections. If I find anything else in here, I'll let you see it. But if I don't, we are heading out. You know, being a collector for years and years and years and years and years, and then a YouTube toy hunter for about the past 3 years, you think you would learn to look behind crap and not get too excited, because they've got one of these too. The Last Ronin Ghost Brothers. Let's find a place to set this up. I was taking my pictures, got to thinking, you didn't even look behind those. I've actually got this, guys. I pre-ordered this from NECA directly, and it came in a few weeks ago. Before I kind of decided to get out of the Last Ronin stuff. I do like the Ghost Brothers. Probably going to open them up here eventually. But yeah, I like the lenticular cover on that, so you can get the, you can see they kind of fade in and out there. That's awesome. And it sounds cool. All right, do they have anything else down here before we sign out? Again, they got 2 of those sets. And I don't see anything else. I do think that is it. So yeah, found that. Just wanted to show it before we sign off. Our hunt was struggling, and Kingsport Target brought it back. So let's see if we can keep momentum, and let's head into Walmart here on Weststone Drive and see what they got. All right, peeking at some end caps. They got the Power Ranger stuff way up there. Let's see what we got down the toy aisle. Let's start over here. Monkey Ball up there still. Got Fei Long. What we got here? Chun-Li. Another Chun-Li. Another Fei Long back in there. No new Street Fighter. The Greenville Walmart's actually the only Walmart in my area to get different Street Fighter figures other than Ryu, Fei Long, and Chun-Li. So kudos to the home base for that. Well, here's the new wave of Monday Night War. This is the common version of what's his face here. The shark. We saw the chase somewhere last weekend, or maybe during the week, I don't remember. This, in my opinion, is the best figure of that wave. Brian Pillman. Awesome figure. Undertaker. And there is Silver Fox, Michael Hearn, Eric Bischoff. See, they got the whole wave on this chase. Which is cool to see. Still got, they had a bunch of Razor Ramon. They still got 4 of them here. Stone Cold, Razor. I don't see anything new wrestling wise or transformer wise. When I take that back, they got the Studio Series Grimlock, which means they probably had Megatron at some point. Somebody got them. There's Final Boss Rock and Cena. Is that new? I can't remember. Punk and Rollins. No, this is, we've seen these before. New-ish, maybe. There's Cena and Rock again. And there's Punk and... Actually, I don't know if I've seen it or not, actually. It's not a terrible looking CM Punk figure for a basic. That other CM Punk 2-pack, was it him and Orton? I don't remember who was in that 2-pack, but that looked hideous. It looked nothing like Punk. It's LA Knight, there is Grimlock. I've seen this a few times, not a whole lot. There's your barcode, in case you're looking for him. There's Troika Batman, so we know they got some multiverse. They got 2 of them back here. Batwing and Troika. I guess somebody's picked those up. They got back here and saw they had Megatron. Put the 2 DC figures back and got Megatron for a similar price. I think we figured something out there, guys. I am hyper now. I've had 2 energy drinks so far this morning, and we found all that cool crap at Target. So, yeah. Nothing different there. There's Azrael. Man, they get all the multiverses back here. No clearance on Superman yet. Turtle stuff. There's more Superman stacked up there. That stuff is going to be all over Ross and the discounters eventually. And I'm not trying to down. They're not bad figures. I did a review on them. You know, for the price point, what they are. Well, let's check out what they got in collectors back here. Shampoo, Captain America. Ooh, they got the GIJoe. They have the Chase. Oh, they do. Found this Chase twice now this weekend. That's pretty cool. GIJoe number 8. Cyan. I don't know who these people are. I'm acting like I do. I have no idea. No offense to anime. I just never really pay attention to it. I don't know much about it. There's Blade Knight back in there. It's a cool looking pop too. Let's look at that real quick and in a hurry. Just cool to see. Beetlejuice. We got some Superman figs back here, looks like. Let's move Adam Strange. There's Luther, another Adam Strange. Raph and Leo. Batwing, Azrael. So the ones we actually saw back in the toy section. Well, not much different going on here, sadly. I don't know where these turtles are supposed to be. Here they are. They got a bunch of those. Let's kind of fix that back for them. They do have up here some of the cheaper NECA. That's slightly more expensive than Ross in cap. Gremlins, King Kong. It's Back to the Future back there. Doc. Evil Dead Ash. I don't see the Nazi werewolf. American Werewolf in London. But yeah, they got some of the cheaper NECA here too. Well guys, I want to peek around. They usually are stocking at this time when I'm here. I'm going to see if I can find a stock cart that's got anything on it. If I do, anything on it, you'll see it. But if not, we're headed back towards probably Ross. Let's go to Ross. We're here in Kingsport. Let's run in here. They ain't been open too long, so I don't know if they stocked it or not. But hey, we still might find some stuff, so let's go look. All right, I already said I'm going to buy that thing right there and do some work around the house. What do we got here on the peg wall? Ooh, I haven't seen these at Ross yet. $9.99. I have been tempted to get that Green Goblin set forever because that glider and stuff with the Goblin looks pretty sweet. Those are not bad figures, honestly, for what they are. And Vulture, another Goblin set back there. Rat King. Some toothbrushes. It's always important. There's E.T. Elliot. Okay, what do we got? Looks pretty stocked. Some high hopes. Another E.T. Trying to move slow, guys. I'm sorry. This one. Oh, cool. They got gargoyles. I haven't seen these at Ross yet. There's Bronx. That's cool looking. $20. I've actually got this one. King Kong. I haven't seen him yet either, so that's going to be some thumbnail pictures right there. Another E.T. It's still crazy to me. We're seeing NECA Ultimates at Ross. And they're $20. But still, I mean, you try to buy them regular price at $35. I can't remember, were the gargoyles more? Were they bigger? Were they $39 or $40? I can't remember. I remember looking at them, but I never bought any of them. What else we got? I don't see any Marvel Legends or any DC stuff. I'm thinking some people were posting some DC stuff, were they not? Some McFarlane? I can't remember what it was now. I'm getting old, guys. I can't remember crap anymore. But we got some cool NECA here, and they got a really stocked toy section, so I'm not going to complain. I got some employees coming, and oh, there we go. Nothing hiding over here. Little tool set. Let's see what's over here in this little spillover. Some plushies. I found a Marvel Legend. I think Icarus was on this shelf one more. That's why I always come and check these, because just because it looks like there's no action figures on them doesn't mean someone didn't carry them over there. Always got to check all places. Well, guys, I think that's going to do it. I want to pose up some of these figures for a thumbnail picture, and then I'm going to look around and see if I find anything else off camera. If I do pull anything else out of here, I'll let you see it. But if I don't, we're going to look up by the register and see what's up there. Got some more NECA up here. There's Marty McFly. Another King Kong over in there. Some of the Pokemon and anime stuff. Oh, cool. There's a bendy fig of Frankenstein. Actually, it doesn't look very good, but still, it's cool to see it. It's different. $8. There's another Kong, another Marty McFly. Anime figures. What's that? You got OSHA, $5.99 Black Series. There's another one. OSHA. Rogue. What is this one? Star Wars Memorial. Oh, we got some pops up here. Some anime stuff. Some more NECA. We saw on the back there. What's that for Marty? I don't think we saw Marty back there, did we? Well, Danny Trejo, guys, I think that is going to do it. Johnson City Target. Now, there is a toy show not too far from here today. It's actually going on right now. We'll be going there here in a little bit. But that being said, I would say this probably already got rated. But who knows? Maybe they got some stuff. Let's go look and see. Well, no classifieds, but look what they do have. Hunter's Ego Satisfied. They got the whole wave of Fantastic Four. There's the Torch. Oh, it's A-List 4. So there's Invisible Woman. There's Mr. Fantastic. Barcode. Let's slide these down a little. And we got the one that was the hardest to come by for me. The Thing. I finally got him on Amazon. We've got Human Torch, probably the best figure out of the wave. And then we've got Silver Surfer. So yeah, we're going to take a picture of all that here in a second. No classifieds though, man. I was really hoping they would have had Cobra Commander. Let's move this buggy out of the way so we can look. Well, we got the Fantastic Four, guys. I'm not really seeing much of anything else. New, that is. That's going to be an awesome clearance deal one of these days. Still got one of the Superman figures. They've sold all the rest finally. Let's see what we got here in the collector section. Wonders of the First. What is that? Looks cool. Who makes that? I guess a standalone company. I don't see Upper Deck or anything on there. Haven't seen those before. Yeah, Arcana and stuff. Probably won't be able to buy it. Wouldn't it be cool to see Spider-Man Magic out early? Gundam, Dragon Ball, Panini Prisms, UFC Chrome, Topps Chrome Football. That will not be so easy to find next year. There's the baseball, Score Football, AEW Metal. Still a good selection of cards, but kind of the same stuff they had the other night. I don't remember seeing that Wonders of the First or whatever it was. There's all of that. Okay, I don't see nothing else, guys. Cut it off for a second so people get by. Then we'll go check out the rest of the collectors. Alright, what do we got this morning? Collectibles we love. How many collectibles we love are they going to have? They do not get a restock of their NECA. Sadly. Still got a bunch of the DC Fugglers. I don't want to dig those out. Oh, 80th anniversary bag clips for Mattel. I think I got one. Oh, the 8-ball's kind of cool. That's definitely not the 8-ball. That actually might be a car. I think that is. I think that's the car. We're not getting bag clips. Got a couple of Batman up there. Still got Captain Cold and Toyman, Toymaker, whichever. That's down to 50% off. They don't have the -1 version. I'd be tempted to buy that -1 if I found it around that price. No sense in lying about it. Still got Shatara. They finally sold Tiger. Or if he's here, I don't see him. We got our Pops. Still got the Haunted Mansion or Daredevil or Kingpin from Daredevil. We still got some of these classic Batman, Ra's al Ghul. I wonder if they're coming maybe in a case with some classic Batman, a restock case maybe? Because I kind of saw the same ones in Kingsport. Tiger Woods, Mr. Monopoly, and then our Bear NECA section. We got a few more things down the way over there. Let's go down over there and try to look at them. If I find anything else, I'll let you see it. If not, we're going to get the heck out of here. These are still tempting, but not for $24. Well, check this out. I've seen this pop like 1,000 times. Another Chase Funko. Hey. Terry McGinnis Batman Beyond Chase again. Captain America's cool. I don't think I've seen Maximus before there from Fallout. It's kind of cool to see. Guy Gardner. Kevin Malone. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for the collector section. Let's go back over to the toys and check the wrestling and stuff. I couldn't get down that aisle for some people looking a second ago. So let's go check that out. Let's see what we got here, guys, on the end cap. One thing I can see, trying to look see if they got any My Hero stuff that Madison might like. She might like what's the Five Nights at Freddy's thing there? Fizzy Station. Okay, that's not like a bad clip thing. But check out down here what they've got. First time seeing them at Target. These things are awesome, guys. They usually don't last very long, so if you find them and like them, I would say to get them. They seem to be selling better than the last few waves have. But let's try to get down the wrestling aisle and stuff. There's a reseller over there. Colin and his buddy is trying to sell some stuff. So one thing we got here is a little bit different. I don't remember seeing Rhea Ripley before. So there's 117 Rhea. Kind of like a crow thing going on there, I think. That is kind of cool to see. Well, let's try this again. Let's see what we got here. They do have the Stegosaurus on a clearance there for 15% off. I may scan it. It's any lower than 15%, or what, $36.54. I'll let you know. Sewer Spear. That Godzilla is like he's getting ready to scream. I still got the Mecha Godzilla. Nope, somebody got him. Let's see, they got a restock of these. These actually sold a lot better than a lot of the other ones of these bigger vintage collections. I don't really know what they call that, deluxe maybe. I don't know. Still got the Tactical Agent Orson Krennic. 50% off on your regular ones up there. No other different wrestlers back here, looks like. Let's take a quick peek at diecast. There's like 1,000 more people coming in here now. It's very busy this morning. Busier than it usually is. I guess for maybe the show we got people out. I don't know. That's cool. I haven't seen that before. Good thing they're busy though. I mean, stores want to be busy. They don't want to be dead. Mission Impossible. Let's get back through there. Back to the Future. Action Comics. Action Comics one is very nice. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. Alright, let's go see what else I can find. Alright folks, we're at Ross now in Johnson City, Tennessee. Let's run into this store and see if they got anything. They were pretty loaded last weekend, but like I said, there is a toy show in the area today, so let's go see if they've been wiped out. Well, they have expanded the toy section back a couple of aisles, but don't have the tables and stuff out yet. Looks like they moved all the pink stuff here to this backside. Let's go see what they got in the main aisles now. There's Spider-Gwen. Danny Trejo, Full Metal Alchemist, some more anime stuff. May from the Black Series. There's King Kong. It's behind King Kong. Some more Pops. More Pops. Anime stuff. There's Gargoyles. Oh, cool. What's Goliath? Now, Goliath, the Sega Genesis version, is kind of tempting to get. I'm not going to lie. Look at that. It looks awesome. But if we don't collect gargoyles, never watched the cartoon, I always heard it was really good. Just don't really know why I didn't watch it. Maybe I don't remember when it came out. Maybe I was the age I wasn't watching cartoons that much anymore. There's Marty McFly, Tales from Space, NECA. Don't see any Batmobiles or the big Superman statues, but let's see what we got down through here. And I look at the end cap. I don't remember. Anime, Turtles. Nothing too good. There's a doggy. Somebody cut the cheese. Bowser, more Goliath. Pokemon. Oh, a bunch of these bendy monsters. Are they all going to be Frankenstein? They're all Frankenstein. I don't know, guys. I don't much care for the looks of those. There is Fern. I think I saw that at Ross and Greenville. What else? Oh man, I've seen people going crazy over this. $3.99. I don't really get it. Why? Maybe I don't know anything about Darby Allin. Maybe he's popular. I don't care much for that wave of AEW figures though. So LJN style. I wish they made them a little bit bigger and truer to the scale of the original LJNs. Bowser, again, more Goliath, E.T., and Elliot's back in there. We've seen that a bunch of times now. I'm not going to dig that out. Actually, I've already seen it in this hunt video. Here's this. They got Spider-Man figures. They got Miles and... Oh, man, they have Miles and Vulture at the other one. That's right. So, yeah, they got the same ones here. That's tempting. It's still, if it's cheaper than 10, if it's $5 or $6, I'd probably grab it, but... Well, guys, they got some good stuff. There's Gizmo. So it's cool to start seeing Ross starting to ramp back up here a little bit, but we're going to take some pictures for thumbnail on Instagram, and then we're going to head on probably to the toy show next. All right, guys, probably the last stop of the hunt. Not sure yet. We're going to hit the GameStop here in Johnson City. So let's get in the mall here. Let's go see what they got. See what they got here. Still got the retro cards, Mindbender, Rock and Roll. Is it Rock and Roll there too? Yep. So 2 of each, 2 Mindbender, 2 Rock and Roll, 2 Cobra Troopers. There is Footloose. We saw that at Target earlier. And then Snake Eyes and Frag Viper. I was about to follow with the pig. I don't move them. We've already seen them anyways. Stuff here we've seen. Actually down here since we haven't seen. This is the Snake Eyes and the Polar Bear. Look at the price on that. Freaking insane. It's like $55 online. The bear does look cool though. There's a barcode trying to find us somewhere else. But yeah, $85, screw that. There's $165. I don't know who that is. Snake Eyes, another one. There's probably Wonder Woman. Yeah, she was there the other night when I was here. What have we got here? I still got Common Metron back there. I'm not digging him out. Tempest, Azrael. Now I saw online some GameStop for getting the new X-Men 97 wave. This is not one of them. Still got all those. ROM, Game Reverse, Meryl. Still got Archangel hanging out down there. Frostbites. There's Universal Monsters Wolfman. Black Phone. Well, it looks like that Mr. Snake Eyes and the Bear might be the only thing different they've got. The only thing they got put out so far. They might have some more stuff in the back, who knows. I'd almost inquire about the X-Men 97 figures, but they're going to be $30, in my opinion. I don't want to pay $30 for it. Anything over here with the crap? Well guys, let's look around some more. If I find anything else worth showing, you can see it. But if not, looks like our only find from GameStop might be Snake Eyes and the Bear.
Hello there, good people. My name is Chris. I am the Man Collects. I appreciate you joining me here again for another toy hunting adventure out there this weekend. If you did enjoy this video, if you do me a favor and hit that like button. Alright everybody, you heard me talk about going to a toy show in this video, and you probably saw we're back here in the Man Hut. I didn't go to a toy show. Actually, I did go to the Tri-City Toy and Hobby Show there in Gray, Tennessee. I really had intentions of filming, guys. I feel bad for not giving these shows more attention, more publicity that I can on my little small channel here, but it was so busy in there, which is a good thing. I am not complaining about that. There were people, and that main building is coming, going all over the place. It would have been hard to film and really get the stuff without just, you know, glazing over and running on to get out of people's way. And most of the time when I try to film in venues like that, the only footage you get is me mumbling and walking around. You see the feet, you see the floor, you see people's butts, their backs. I don't want to give you that kind of content. But if you are in the area, they have I think 2 or 3 of these Tri-City Toy toy and hobby shows every year in my area, and that's the Tri-Cities of Tennessee, Johnson City, Bristol, Kingsport, down into Greenville, Gray, places like that. Check out the Tri-City Toy and Hobby Show. Always a good time, always good vendors. I usually always find at least something there that's a good deal that I want to pick up. So I did want to plug the show there, even though I didn't get any footage for it for the video, and I am sorry about that. Alright, now we whined enough about the stuff you didn't see in the video. Let's talk about the stuff you did see, and let's wrap this up with our top 3 coolest finds from the weekend of hunting adventures. And we'll start with find number 3. Find number 3 goes to something that was cool to see, but the price was flippin' stupid, and that is the GIJoe classified Snake Eyes and the Bear. I don't know what the official name of that set is, part of the, I think, the Mass Transit series or whatever it is, but anyways, it was cool to see that in GameStop. I had not seen it yet. The bear does look really good, and I gotta say, in those packs from Hasbro for the GIJoe that normally come with an animal accessory, the animal's usually pretty good. The little warthog that came with Road Pig, the wolf that came with Snake Eyes, a Mutt and Junkyard, and I've got Law and Order, but I haven't opened him yet. He's still over here on my shelf. I'll do a review video on him one of these days. But anyways, long story short, I'm sure that polar bear is awesome. Is it $85 awesome? No, I don't think that it is. I say that though, if it was a Batman, like a Bat Cycle, I still don't think I could pay $85 for that little set. Especially when, I know you guys can correct me in the comments, and I'm going to look and I'll have it on the screen here what the actual price was. I'm thinking that was like $55 when it was on Hasbro Pulse. I don't think it was anywhere close to $85. That's just a GameStop markup. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments and I'll apologize for that in the next video. But I'm thinking it was a little bit cheaper. I should have checked before I started recording this, but I didn't. So I'm thinking it was cheaper than that. All the whining about pricing aside, it does look cool. The Snake Eyes, I like that color combo on him though. I don't know if it's anything I would, even if it was $55 or $49, whatever regular price is, I'd probably still skip on that one. The bear, I think, is what most people are wanting that for, because it is a big, awesome, 6-inch scale polar bear. But it was cool to see it, but I still can't believe $85 for that thing. Almost $100 for one action figure and one animal accessory. And maybe I'm going on too much. I need to look at like Mythic Legions, how much their figures are, and if you buy the horse that goes with them. But on the flip side of that, when you buy them, you get a buttload of accessories and soft goods and everything else that go with it. So, I don't know, guys. That kind of pricing is getting a little out of control. But all that aside, it is still cool to see. It was number 3 coolest thing I saw, just in terms of stuff that we saw. Now, let's move up to find number 2. What was the number 2 coolest thing we saw out there this weekend? That goes to a wave of figures I looked for like crazy that I thought would peg warm. I thought we would see it Ross. I thought we would see it Ollie's eventually, and they have been hard as crap to find. That is the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four First Steps movie wave. Now, I have seen the whole wave in bits and pieces between Target, Walmart, and GameStop stores. We finally found them all. Satisfy that hunter's ego. I wanted to find them all in one spot at one time, and we did that the Johnson City Target Day. They had the whole wave there today, guys. They had Silver Surfer, Johnny Storm, Human Torch, Thing, Mr. Fantastic, and Invisible Woman. An awesome wave of figures. I've got that wave. I actually done a review on most all of them but the human form of Johnny Storm. I didn't get him, but I've got a review of that up on the channel if you want to check that out. Good wave of figures, a lot better than what I thought they would be, and then again, a lot more popular than what I thought they would be when those things hit, which is good. You want this stuff to be popular because they sell, they actually make more of it. They want to see cut production, let everything go to Ross or whatever. But anywho, cool to see them. Cool to see them all in one spot. Fantastic Four First Steps wave, number 2 coolest find from this weekend of hunting adventures. And now we are there. Number 1. Number 1 goes to something that I haven't seen in my area in quite some time, and that is between all the Target stores in my area, because they're usually the ones that get the good amount of this stuff. NECA. NECA has not had a good restock in this area in quite a while until today at Kingsport. They finally had some stuff start showing up. Now, granted, I have not been to Bristol. I've been there one time in the past month, and I met Jared Pritchard at the show today. He said they actually had the Howling Wolf in Bristol. So Bristol did get some NECA, so I haven't been there. But as far as the ones I've been going to, Kingsport finally got some stuff. You saw it there. That Howling Werewolf I've been wanting to find for a while. And I was going to order it off the Target app and just get it sent to me, through the mail. But I thought, no, I'm going to give it a little more time. I want to find it in store. And we did find it there today. It was cool to see that. We saw that. We saw a bunch of Ben Cooper kids. I got my notes here. What else did we see? We saw the Soft Goods Freddy. I was tempted to buy that Freddy Krueger. You have to see here in a second if I give in or not. And then the Last Ronin, the 3-pack of the Ghost Brothers. I almost overlooked that because I saw that little metal mutant thing was cool too, by the way. But I saw that and I thought, you didn't look behind that. They could have had stuff else on the shelf, and that's when I found those 2 Last Ronin packs. So I like the Ghost Turtles with that Last Ronin, but I really love that lenticular cover on that big box. That and the one on the Friday the 13th Part 3 Jason. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a sucker for stuff like that. But it's cool to see NECA get a restock. I always get worried when this area does slow down that maybe the Targets aren't going to carry NECA anymore. But maybe they're having trouble keeping a NECA rep. I don't know what the deal is, but it's cool to finally see a restock and see some good stuff there in Target. And all that NECA restock was the #1 coolest thing I found, in my humble opinion. All right, my friends, that is it for the top 3. Now let's get into our toy haul. Now, I did pick up something from the Tri-City Toy and Hobby Show. And my buddy Travis, he was set up right there when you first walked in. And I wanted to find this in Target. I was getting a little bit, biatchy in the videos. I couldn't find the new GIJoe Classified Wave because I wanted this Cobra Commander. And then I walk into the toy show, and he's got one sitting there for retail price, $25. So that was awesome. Travis, if you watch this, brother, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad I looked through your action figures to see if you had this sitting there. So I've been trying to dig this guy up at Target. Now we've got him secured. I can quit looking around, and I was able to cancel my pre-order and save, the tax and shipping there from Big Bad Toy Store. But glad to have the Armored Cobra Commander in the collection. My next pickup and the last one I've got, you heard me say in the video I was going to buy it, and I did buy it. We did get our Howling Werewolf by NECA, and check that out, guys. I think it looks awesome. I've already had one video on Saturday there for the Brickcraft pumpkins. They're back here behind me on the shelf now, but some spooky Saturday videos live to Halloween. This is going to be the one you'll see next coming Saturday. We're going to do a review of this Howling Werewolf. So if you want to see that, check out the back here on the channel this Saturday at 8 p.m. and that video will be up. But can't wait to crack that open and check that thing out. Alright, my friends, that's all I got for you this week. Hope you did enjoy the video, but let's do my social media pleasantries with Instagram. Description of the video, about page on YouTube, splash on the screen. All that shows you where to find me on Instagram. Check me out on there, give me a follow, send me a message should you choose to. Then you got the YouTube channel, which is The Man Collects. If you are a first-time viewer, or you've came back several times, you just have not yet hit subscribe. Consider subscribing to the channel, see what comes down the pipe on YouTube. Everybody, hope you had a great weekend. Hope all you hunters and collectors found a lot better stuff than I did. And I will see you back here the next time the man comes around.